So, we're reacting, and Wandavision has come to an end. Sad time.
I know. It was a good series, though.
It was a really good series.
Really, really good.
But look, thankfully, next week, Falcon and Winter Soldier starts.
Yeah. Not next. Yeah,
Next Friday. Is it next Friday?
Not this Friday.
Next Sunday. It's the 19th.
Friday.
Friday?
It comes out on Friday, I think, doesn't it?
Anyway, so there was a trailer released yesterday, and it's being called, which is weird because I wouldn't have picked it. It's called the Falcon and Winter Soldier Doctor Strange trailer.
Is this a real trailer?
It's a real trailer.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Have you looked?
I've verified.
Okay.
And it's weird. The reason I say it's weird is because of all the series that there is. I wouldn't have expected Doctor Strange to show up in this one, and I don't particularly think he is. But it's weird.
Yeah.
So we're going to react to it, see what we can come up with, and decipher some of the new, if there is new footage. Just see what we can find. This is the trick. So it's not the full 3 minutes. It's only the 30 seconds.
But it's only 30 seconds.
I think it's only about 30 seconds. But we'll see.
Okay.
These guys use brute force. They're strong. Too strong. And they might be a part of the big three. What big three? Androids, aliens, and wizards. That's not a thing. That's definitely a thing. No, it's not. There are no wizards. Doctor Strange is a sorcerer. A sorcerer is a wizard without a hat.
Original series streaming March 19th exclusively on Disney+.
Is that why it was called Doctor Strange? Because okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So it's clever. I don't think no, it's not. So these are just all the trailers.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, weird. Excited?
Yeah. So it looks like they're super soldiers then.
Yeah.
That's what it implies at least.
Yeah. I wonder if these are somehow connected to the super soldiers that didn't get used in Civil War.
Well, I mean, in the comics, there's a lot of super soldier serums, like variations of them that come up. So they could be going down that route of okay, because someone commented on the last video that Bucky is a super soldier, that he did get a version of the serum, but they never really directly mentioned it.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see if they actually go, okay, he is a super soldier, they're super soldiers.
Yeah.
Because the only other time they really mentioned it was in Avengers, when they talked about Banner trying to recreate the serum and it failing.
Made him.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Weird. It's weird. I don't know particularly what. I've said before, I don't know what the story's going to be, but if it's something along the super soldier serum storyline, my God, that's a mouthful, isn't it? The super soldier
Super soldier serum.
Storyline.
Yeah, storyline.
I was trying to say in that.
Super soldier serum storyline. I said it quite slowly.
Yeah, say it quicker.
Super soldier serum storyline.
Damn. Yeah, so if that's the way they go, I suppose it's okay, but I don't know how.
I feel like in the comment that we got this from Wandavision, it seems with the series they're purposefully not
telling you what the plot is.
Yeah, it's very deliberate.
Although I will say,
clips.
I completely guessed that Agatha was the bad. Spoiler alert: that Agatha was the bad guy. I completely guessed that. Go back and watch the. I did.
I feel like we both did. I feel like everyone did.
No, it was only me.
It was only you.
It was only me. No one else guessed that. Everyone else said Mephisto and other stupid things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm excited for this. It's weird. I saw a meme the other day where it was like, how are we going to go from this brilliant series to two men throwing a disc around?
Hey, it's a shield.
I get what they mean, though. It's like
a glorified frisbee. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what they mean. This was probably the series I was most excited about until I realised how good Wandavision was.
Wandavision was so good. I feel like it's going to be refreshing in the sense that this isn't going to need magic to be good.
I also think this one isn't going to be as big of an impact to the whole universe as Wandavision was.
Yeah, Wandavision definitely was a big turning point.
A prelude to what's coming.
Especially in a Doctor Strange, whereas this, as far as I'm aware of, hasn't really been mentioned if it's going to be linked into another movie. I don't think
No.
so far. So who knows?
So it's interesting. My big thing, right, that I said, and I've said this off video, but I said this when they announced all the films that was coming. I said this straight away, didn't I? So just so people know, I said so the MCU is now going to go in 3 different directions.
Yeah.
Right, and I think each series represents a different one. So the things I said was it's going to be supernatural, spatial, and earthly.
Okay.
Right, so I think Wandavision was supernatural because there's witches and everything,
Yeah.
and that'll also take us down the path of like Blade and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Earthly, which will be like this one, and then Loki will be the sort of spatial one.
Right.
In that there'll be different worlds sort of introduced, yeah. And I think Loki will be more about sort of introducing us to other aspects of other worlds, whereas this one will be more like keeping us grounded. So I think it'll be more about hand combat and like essentially the Captain America sort of part of it, which is what it's supposed to be. It's like the hand.
I feel like though they shouldn't, like you said, like they should make a big deal about not moving away from that, because one of the reasons why this universe was so successful was because of movies like Captain America, which was at heart like it was a super soldier, wasn't he? He could fight, and it was like about like morality and like him having this love for his country and stuff, well, the world, I guess you could say. So this will be good.
Yes, let's have a look, see what we can see. So this guy's got all kinds of flourish. He's got the cool sort of Doom mask on.
So is that, because I thought that was the girl that we saw that pulled the mask down, but that doesn't look like her.
No, because she's got a red handprint. She's got a red handprint on hers.
Yeah, so that's someone else. Probably within the same group, though.
Yeah. So he's robbing a bank, and he's kicking all kinds of backside. So she looks so familiar. I'm going to have to Google this, but we've talked about this in the last one. She was the girl that was in the Solo movie. Oh, she's Infant's Nest.
Yeah, I think.
Do you think?
I think it is. The girl, she was that girl that everyone was like thought were like the bad guys, but actually the good guys.
Infant's Nest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's her. It looks like her. It might not be, but I thought it was.
6.9 out of 10. Absolute crime. Honestly. Oh, it absolutely is.
It is her, isn't it?
Although she's not credited in this. But it looks so much like her. Shall I have a look at the just to make sure that it's... what did I say?
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Cast.
She's not even listed as the cast.
She's not listed in the cast, so she's probably. I think she's her. She looks like her.
It does, isn't it? It looks like her.
Yeah. So she's got the red handprint on her face. I don't know what the red handprint.
Yeah, that's an intriguing shot.
Because
that could potentially be like a government
issued super soldier serum.
What do you think?
Maybe.
Well, because I saw a thing, I kind of...
Germany. Do you speak German at all?
Funnily enough, no.
I know that Munchen is Munich.
Okay.
Die Straße.
Shaun, you're really going to butcher
I know.
The beauty of the German language, so that's...
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be... If we're going down the possibility of these being people who have super soldier serums...
Yeah.
Maybe it's something like the American government have been trying to make a super soldier serum under the protection of Thunderbolt Ross, who then injects himself with it, essentially making the same mistake Bruce Banner did, creating the Red Hulk.
Didn't I not talk about this in the last Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Probably.
Reaction. Because I know... Because in the last reaction we did, if you haven't seen that, go watch it. I made a point of saying... Because in Black Widow, which... she pulls out those red vials.
Yeah.
And I said I thought that could be super soldier serum that they're using on the Widows. That Ross could take from her. And, he inject himself with Red Hulk. But also, I mean, the guy... I don't know his name. We talked about this again. Don't know his name. But the guy that's going to be the new Captain America.
Yeah, Captain Justice.
Is that what we call him, or is that his actual
name? That's just my name.
Right, okay. Yeah, like that. He could have...
Well, what's a really patriotic word for American patriotism? Eagle?
Eagle. I don't know, because I'm not American.
What about Captain Freedom? Yeah, that's right. Okay.
No, Captain Independence.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Captain
very
Independence.
American, like Independence Day.
Yeah. Captain Independence Day. That's a better one.
Captain Independence
Captain
Day.
Independence
Just yeah.
Day. That's who he is.
So that looks like it could be like some kind of government,
Yeah.
but weaponry or like. That's the guy that robbed the bank, isn't it? That looks like.
Well, it's
him.
one of them because there's another one also holding his arm.
Yeah.
He's got the good job of holding the cool arm.
That's gonna be really cool to see. Like, if they are super soldiers, one super soldier taking on like a whole gang of
Yeah.
them would be interesting.
Well, it's interesting, isn't
Plus
it? Because
Sam, who's not
wasn't
a
he
super
the
soldier.
apart from Cap? Wasn't he the original bad super soldier?
Well, I
Like
think
the
he was.
brainwashed one.
He was the first one.
So
I'm
it'd
sure.
be interesting to see what the first one goes up against three.
I think
who aren't
his-
brainwashed.
Again, I'm not sure, so don't hold me on this, but I'm pretty sure his is, aside from Cap's, because of when it was given to him, is like the second best version of the serum, because obviously it was made around the same time. I think anyway. Don't come for me. I'm not entirely sure, but
And they might be a part of the big three. What big three?
That's a really funny joke because there's only one of the big three left.
we didn't have to go for that. Didn't have to.
Well,
pull
I'm pretty sure that's why that's said, because when you say big three with Marvel, you automatically have to. If you're any kind of Marvel fan, you assume Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America, don't you? Because
Yeah.
they are the big three.
Androids, aliens, and wizards. That's not a thing. That's definitely-
Androids,
no, it's
aliens,
not.
and wizards.
So who's trying to whack him there? Is that the girl again?
It looks like it, yeah.
It's definitely someone in a
Her.
mask.
It's her, yeah.
Yeah, because you can see the hair a little bit there.
It's
And that's him kicking the girl.
yeah.
And it's cool. Look how cool his wings. Don't they just look like falcon wings now?
It is cool. I love the suits. Again, like they're just very comic booky, which it seems like with this series that's what they're going down, which I love.
And it's very much a buddy cop movie, isn't it? We've said that in every single trailer reaction because it
Yeah.
absolutely is.
That was
So another shot
Zemo.
of Baron Zemo.
That whole get up is just so cool.
It's cool. I mean, the mask is so dumb but so cool. It's such
Yeah.
a dumb mask. It looks like a big... You know, like when you have chewing gum and you take it out. That's what it looks like. But it looks cool.
I was gonna say it's like Thanos, but sure.
Oh yeah, someone poorly cosplaying as Thanos, yeah. Yeah. Good shout.
There are no wizards. Doctor Strange is a sorcerer. A sorcerer is a wizard without a hat.
I like that line. That's a funny line.
Original series.
Oh, it just looks cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be cool.
It's I just.
So I
don't-
think, I'm going to say now, right, this is my plot prediction.
Okay.
Because as everyone knows, I completely predicted the storyline for Wandavision. Only me and no one else, right? So I think that it's going to be... No, I don't. I don't think that.
Do you know what I think it's going to be?
Go on then.
So I think, because I saw reports, it kind of, people are unsure, but I think it's going to be Sam trying to prove that he should hold the shield. Not necessarily become Captain America, but should hold the shield. The government doesn't think he should be because racist undertones, he's black. He's not the prototypical blonde,
Yeah,
blue-eyed
yeah.
white boy.
He's
that
not
everyone...
Captain Independence Day.
yeah. So they take the shield off him, or try to, and this is like him trying to prove that just because he's not a super soldier, that doesn't mean he shouldn't hold the shield.
Yeah.
And like the government are maybe like neglecting these people with the accords and everything. I don't know.
The only guess to the plot that I'm going to say right now is that this one begins with Steve Rogers' funeral.
You said that.
I said in the last video and I wasn't sure, but I'm absolutely certain that that's what it's going to be now. Because you would think in a series like this that he would be in it if he was alive, whether or not he's old or not.
Yeah.
Because there's no Peggy to keep him occupied. You know, he's got the sort of the niece that he snogged, but he's like an old man, so that wouldn't really count. So I think this is going to start, and that sort of building that we see them standing in is his sort of unofficial funeral.
Yeah, because they won't announce it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure because they haven't really announced. To me, it seems very much with these trailers that they're going, here's this gang, they are very obviously the bad guys. Look at them. It's in a very Marvel fashion, but then the actual bad guy won't be them. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, I actually think the main bad guys are going to be the government in this. Like, it just...
Yeah.
There doesn't necessarily need to be one big bad, like, you know, muscular,
I was
strong
gonna
guy
say,
to be like a villain.
Because you've got the government plus Captain Independence Day, then you've got Baron Zemo, and you've got this mysterious group. So there's at least 3 viable threats there to both of them.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be quite a cool series.
I
Do you know
do-
the other thing that's good about this that was good about Wandavision? It wasn't treated like a step down.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
Like they
treated
still
like
advertised it like it was still meant to be
and
a
it was
deal.
given a really good story. It was really well acted. And I think this is going to be the same.
Yeah. I think what I like about the series is the fact that they can focus on these, not necessarily like secondary characters that were seen as secondary characters, in a way to kind of make us go, okay, just because, you know, they weren't the main focus of like the other films doesn't mean that they can't be. They can still be just as big, they can still be just as like good as like your Captain Americas and your Tony Starks.
Well, they're going to have to be.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if they're gonna...
Are you supposed to say why?
Oh, why?
Never mind.
Okay, sorry. I'm just wondering...
I said, right, they're going to have to be. And you were supposed to say why, and then I was supposed to go, because we'll need them to.
Okay.
You ruined it!
Sorry. Okay, sorry I didn't read your mind, Sean, okay? But yeah, I hope they kind of... Not even introduce, like, hint at the Thunderbolts. I don't know why I want the Thunderbolts in so much. I just felt like it'd be so cool when they do.
But I think though, because I've got my three sects sort of thing,
Yeah.
and eventually there'll be a villain that essentially unifies all 3 of them. So that there'll eventually come a time bigger than Endgame, hopefully. Let's say, where there's too much superhero in one movie, and even people will be sort of like, was that too much? And then everyone else will loudly go, no, there's never too much.
Like,
Yeah.
shh. Just
But
calm
I think
down.
for now there needs to be a big bad guy for each 3, and I think the perfect one for this would be someone like Thunderbolt Ross, who's been teased as a sort of...
They've kind of gone like... Because he was basically the guy that kind of like fronted the Accords, didn't he? From what we saw. That kind of introduced this rift in the Avengers.
Yeah.
So it's the kind of like... while he was a bad guy, he's not fully a bad guy yet.
I wouldn't be surprised if Zemo was working for him.
Well, that's the thing, though, isn't it? Because Zemo is a member of the Thunderbolts, and apparently, Yelena is going to be in this. That was in Black Widow. I heard that she was going to be in this again. She was a member of the Thunderbolts from the comics, and it's like Bucky himself at one point was a member of the Thunderbolts, I'm sure. So they could, by all means, introduce that.
Yeah. So let us know down in the comments what you think, your theories, who's going to be the bad guy. What's a good name for Captain Independence Day except Captain Independence Day? What else was I going to say? Who do you think was going to be do you think that it's going to be split into 3 different sort of storyline sects like I said? If so, who do you think the next big bad guy is going to be? And then, can I just do the outro instead of you doing that? Then like the video, hit the subscribe, and ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
I'm looking forward to this.
I'm also looking forward to it.
I don't know why that took me so long to say, but yeah.
Thank you for watching.